Ladies and gentlemen, please rise in honor of the families of the fallen and remain standing until the last family member is seated. Ladies and gentlemen, we now prepare to raise flags above this memorial for the first time. Our nation's flag, our state's flag, and county flag will fly over this site in perpetuity. I consider it a great honor to speak to all of you today. Every one of us is unique. Our ages, races, socioeconomic backgrounds, relationships, and life experiences create differences between us. And yet, in the middle of all of that diversity, we are bound by certain similarities. Each one of us face the many obligations of life. We have social obligations, civic obligations, financial and legal obligations. But I submit to you today that the most important obligations we face are life's moral duties. I believe that President George Washington agreed with that. In a letter dated August 19th, 1789, he wrote, "Human happiness and moral duty are inseparably connected." Friends, we gather here today because of a deep moral obligation that compels us to honor sacrifice, that compels us to show appreciation to families who have given so much, and that compels us to remember. Certainly, we should remember the names of our fallen, but this memorial should remind us of more than names. In a few moments, you will gaze upon this memorial for the first time. The polished surface will reflect the image of those gathered here. That image will surround silhouettes representing the fallen. Now, many people will view the outlines and they'll see only holes that tragedy has cut into our community. Families, in your minds, you may fill those empty profiles with images of your lost loved one. But friends, we must go farther. We must go farther. We know more about the fallen than their names. By the very fact that they are on this monument, we know that they loved their community. They loved their fellow man. They spent their all. their very being, courageously serving and protecting us. They lived and they died with honor. So instead of reflecting upon the emptiness, I challenge you to look upon those silhouettes as the very embodiment of the best of us. Those three spaces are not void. They are filled with courage, with faithfulness, with love, and yes, they are filled with sacrifice. Let us commit ourselves today to be worthy of that sacrifice. Let us feel the weight of a new moral duty to live humbly, to serve others for the sake of others and not our own gain, and to live every day with honor and with integrity. For only God knows which day will be our last. To those laboring now in the field of public safety, hear this. The Onslow County community acknowledges the special relationship between us. Every day that you wear your uniform, you stand on the line between us and disaster. We pledge to you our continued support and our continued respect. And to you, precious families, you that have lost husbands, fathers, sons, and brothers, we ask that you accept our efforts today as a testament to the fact that we will never forget our fallen heroes, nor fail to show appreciation for their sacrifice. May God bless each of you, each family in Onslow County.
Unveil the memorial!
Direction.
High presenter! Attend! Push! Forward! March!
All units stand by for a special announcement. Attention all units. Attention all units. Last call for 13 voters that have gone before us. These heroes serve selflessly, and pay the ultimate sacrifices for those in law enforcement, fire, emergency services, and forestry. On behalf of the citizens of Onslow County and the fellow public safety members, we would like to thank the families of the fallen and their departments for the sacrifices that they have made. These lives represent countless hours of service to citizens of Onslow County. Brother, although that you are gone, you will never be forgotten. Rest easy. We will take the watch from here. All units, end of announcement.
Detail! Attention! Put! Put! On! Ready! Face! Half! Step! Ready! Aim! Fire! Ready! Aim! Fire! Ready! Aim! Fire! Ready! Step! Officer! Present! Arms! Order! On!
It means a lot to us because they're part of the family, and part of the public service family, as well as everybody else, the firefighters, and the, I think public service is one big family. But I think this is a well-deserved memorial that allows us to never forget those who have given their life. And we hope that there will be not any more.
And it is unfortunately a good reminder to the public of the sacrifices of these jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And I gather we'd hope when the public looks at this memorial, they think not only of those who have answered the final call, but of those who are still answering the call on a daily basis at risk of their lives on
Mm-hmm.
many occasions.
Exactly. Most citizens are not aware when they sleep at night, when they rest in preparation for a new day of work, those officers and those firefighters and those dispatchers and those EMS technicians, they're out there on their behalf. Now, those of us who are called to public service, we do it because that's what we're called for. And we actually enjoy providing that service. But there are risks involved in our line of work. And we like the fact that here in Onslow County, citizens stand by us and citizens support us. And we've been getting a lot of support from the citizens of Onslow County, and I hope it's contagious and I hope it affects every part of the country.